Well, we want to stay optimistic here, Michelle. The U.S. housing market saw 2 months of steady growth in both April and May. But the question is it too soon to say that it is rebounding now? Joining us now is Bonnie Casper, president of the Greater Capital Area Association of Realtors, and Daniel Alpert, founding partner of Westwood Capital. Thank you very much for joining us. Bonnie, let me start with you as the president of the Capital Area Association of Realtors, and we want to expand this conversation to nationally. The trends that you're hearing your colleagues talk about, I guess, are we at the bottom? Have we passed the bottom?
Well, I would certainly say locally, we have passed the bottom. We passed the bottom back in December of 2010. Nationally, I would say you mentioned 2 months, April and May. The National Association of Realtors came out with numbers today that show 5 months of sustained growth in terms of median price. It's now been up 9.4% in July, year over year, and sustained sales volume has been up around the country over 10%. And so I would say that although it's still fragile and any bump in the road could be devastating to the national real estate market, I would say it certainly is coming back.
Daniel, are you convinced, would you put your investors' monies into real estate related investments in the United States at this time?
Well, when it comes to residential housing, I don't believe we've actually seen a complete flushing out of the economic situation. The fact is we're still dealing with 12 million mortgages underwater, of which only 5.4 million are currently paying. And that creates an enormous backlog of foreclosures around the country. We've got about 4.1 million loans in the United States that are over 90 days delinquent or in default or in foreclosure, and we have an additional 2.5 million that are between 30 and 90 days in default. And so those inventories are going to take a while to liquidate, and until they do, we're not going to really see a bottom.